Okay, I was playing around with, you ever watch Futurama? In Futurama, they have these really neat people carriers. Well, I decided to make some of those Futurama tubes. So I got Futurama tubes going around the base. So what they're basically used for is to travel to different locations. Okay, we're at the weather farm. Totally pointless, but it is kind of cool. I wanted to show you something that I made. Do you remember when we needed soul urns and we ended up making 144 automated soul urns? Yeah, we were doing it wrong. Evidently, these filtered hoppers are supposed to connect to your windmill. That's why they have little gears on them. I plugged it into the gears, and then I thought, all right, I need a dropper, and I need a hopper, and I need some way of putting the urns underneath over and over and over again. So there's these things called placers. In fact, I put a placer right here for my wood, and it requires no power. That's the best thing about it. Well, also, I wanted to make sure that for every one urn, the dropper would keep dropping. So you put a sequencer on it. And in the sequencer, you say, all right, for every redstone pulse, I want you to drop 8 items. And I just randomly put it in there. Let me get some urns and I'll demonstrate. The urn in the placer. And the comparator is going to say, hey, there's something in there, and emit a redstone signal. But I needed to get it up to here, so I did a little flip-flop. You know, when this turns on, this will turn off. When this turns off, this will turn on. When this turns on, this will turn on. And hit the sequencer and drop 8 dust into the filter, and then the soul urn will pop off, and it'll place, or the next urn will pop on. Under here, I've got an absorption hopper. So let's demonstrate. We'll drop in the urn. It's a redstone signal. Starts dropping. And when it's done, it should turn itself off. So I don't waste any ground netherrack. And since this thing is connected correctly to a windmill like it's supposed to, it doesn't summon a gas. Evidently, summoning a gas means you've done something wrong. Alright, and done. Alright, it always leaves one on there. But this is empty, turns off, flip-flop, turns off. I don't waste any of my dust. And down here, I just pick up my soul urn. All 8 are full. Hellfire dust, and for some reason, I had 1 extra. Alright, also, I've been working on my immersive engineering a little bit. Kind of made the windmill look a little bit more structurally sound rather than just floating in mid-air. I decided to add a couple of capacitors for storage. It does about, looks like 4 million generators, which basically you have to have ice on one side and lava on the other. So I just put it into a grid pattern, connected them all up to a capacitor. And I got that capacitor going into another capacitor, and from there I'm powering my squeezer. And then I had to build this darn thing, an arc furnace. And it took me a while to figure out how to hook up the power to this darn thing. I thought this was the power. Your plug is going in, and the more you have going in, the better. a small wheat farm. Just a small little wheat farm. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's an 11 by 11. Getting there. I really wish that they would say how many blocks instead of tiers. Tier means nothing to me. Like, okay, you got a tier 10, a tier 1, tier 2. How big is that? You know, it means nothing. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's too small. Bigger than that. Okay, let's why it takes me forever to build anything. Tier 2, too small. Did I not grab tier 3? I thought I grabbed tier 3. Alright, that's about the size I was thinking of. What do you think? Is that too small? Too big? Should I go ahead and make this entire corner? Ooh. Do you have any spare hearts? I'd love to have a spare heart going on you. There's some hearts. Oh, look, another one. More from the same slime. There's some more hearts. Woohoo! I love that. You never have too many hearts. All molten core. Ooh, protection 4, iron chest plate. We need to hang on to that. We gotta strip that protection off of there. Feathers. Hearts. Haha. Very musical. Let's put this back. Alright. So, no recommendations on size of farm? Fine. You know what? I'm an overachiever. I'm just gonna go all out. Call it good. We'll just make that. Yeah. That's how big we'll make it. I think we should do it over here in this corner so that we can fill this in with dirt. Okay, so going to need to move it 3 that way. Okay. That way, or one that way. That way. Okay. This way and 1, 2 that way. Okay, so does that line up right? Good along there. Good along there. Okay, and that with. Now we have to lower it by still get the juggernauts in here. Juggernauts. Ah! Around. And it's too high. That red. That red. Does that mean brokey no worky? Gonna work? Lowering it. Oh, I know why it has to be 1 under. Is because you can actually put a piece of dirt on top of it. But hey. I love how it just kills them. As well it should. Okay, anyway. So we put there. Log down. And okay. Good. Now you can Put the dirt back. Cool, huh? I have to be able to reach it to access it, though. Okay, so it will grow all the way out there. I don't know if I'll fill all this in or not. I might fill in part of it since the water's already destroyed. See how it goes. Most of this build is going to be hydrator. I don't know how the hydrator works. Plant fertilizer. I know how the plant fertilizer works. Plant gatherer. I know how this works. Alright, let's turn off the looking area. Going to need other ranged. This is going to be on the cusp. I'm going to have to put some. Not enough energy to. Oh, what? What? Not enough energy? No, 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 no. I have my storage system chunk loaded. How can it not have enough energy? 50,000 RF. Frames per second just went down to 1 to 0 frames per second. Look at that. Plenty of power. Okay, are we about to crash? I'm at 0 frames per second. Goody. I haven't crashed in at least 12 hours. Looking good for the Gipper. That's weird. Is he going to catch up? Yeah, I think I've crashed. Well, shoot. Well, since I have to reboot the computer, it's a good place to call the stream for today. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.